There you go, Patak.
Hi, Jay.
Hey, Chef.
Good morning. There you are with that music in my ear again. I love it.
No, that's not music. I don't. Do I have it? No, I don't think that.
You got
Like in a little
you got
rubber plant.
music.
Like
You
a
got
little rubber
music.
plant over here. But
All
anyways,
good.
well, welcome everyone to Influencer Fridays. I think we have one more. Is this the last one for the year?
This is for me personally the last one of the year. You
This is
might
the
have
last
some
one.
more, but this is the last of 2022. What an amazing 22 it's been. One of my lovely things was to meet Jay this year. My
You know what? A
my
highlight is
special
honestly,
things.
I'm going to be honest. I've had an incredible journey with you. We've had a lot of fun. You've gained weight.
I've gained weight. Yes, I have. Thank you. Thank you.
We did
Why
well.
is covering? All the sauces are
Actually,
covering.
you know what I started doing this week was I started promoting the top 20 of my 2022 selection of products I've seen, because I have seen a lot of products. Over 300 shows later, I've seen a lot of products. One of the products I do love, I won't say it's a surprise, is the number one product of the year this year of my selection. Today was Chimo Mini Bites. Have you seen these?
Oh yeah.
The bite size.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
seen these when people use them instead of like chicken wings?
No, I haven't.
They sauce them
But
like chicken wings.
I
I've
love it.
seen pieces give this away free.
I love it.
It's like a little thank you. Oh, and
Boom.
anyways, it was number 16 today on my top 20.
And you can put curry
Anyways,
paste on it too. You can douse it in anything, like curries.
like
Jay,
curries, let's talk about
like
Influencer Friday
curries.
today, folks.
Wow.
Just before we get started, Influencer Friday is every Friday, and we rate everything good, great, or wow. Chef Poyan has never tasted these before. No tasties.
Which is really hard because I've actually taken this and I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different curries. And I haven't tasted them. Yeah, it's what we had time, Jay. We had time.
Did you have one of those machines there that makes the jugs bigger? Because I've never seen a jug that big of times.
Jay, I don't know where the jokes are going to come out of this one, but these are the food service size jugs compared to the retail version size jugs that are great for food service as well, because sometimes you just need a little, sometimes you need a lot. So, thank you very much for being here in the test kitchen. I am Chef Poyan, culinary director here at Ocean Mama Seafood. Thank you to Cisco, of course. We're here because they were sponsors of Junior Culinary Team Canada and Culinary Team BC. They just came back from Luxembourg with second in the world for Culinary Team BC and a gold and a silver for Junior Team Canada. We're very, very proud of them. The next step will be the World Olympics in November of 2024. Don't guess how stressed out I am for that one, but that's okay. We are here today to discuss Pataks. Thank you to our lovely friends at CW Shasky for bringing us such amazing products like Pataks. Because this, again, I'm not going to lie to you, Jay. I've had the butter chicken before because I have a love interest. You can't ask me to rate Pataks and like make sure you haven't had butter chicken in the past 10 years. Of course I have. It's a staple in my kitchen. It's a staple in many kitchens. The reason why we love it because it's bloody damn delicious.
At least you admitted it. At least you admit.
I admit it. I don't lie to you. I don't lie to you.
We had 2 years of Influencer Fridays, and you broke one.
Well, I've had it for 10 years. What do you want me to do? So hey, listen, we have a lot of things to cover right now. So we're going to talk about the curry paste. I know. I say that in a nice way, Jay. We got a lot of curry paste. We got curry sauces. And being curries, there's a ton of things you could do with it. So I have a couple of things in the oven right now, which I will bring out when the oven beeps at us. But the main thing we're going to discuss is we're going to taste these and I'm going to rate them. But, being pastes, I had to make some curries out of it. And I was very honest with myself. And I made the similar recipe for each one. So we're going to taste the mild curry paste, the hot curry paste, the Madras curry paste. We're going to also look at the tandoori marinade. If you say to yourself, which one would, if I can only get one, which is silly, I would get the Madras because it is the
Serious?
tandoori marinade. The tandoori marinade. I have a
Yeah,
love interest with this because I can do so much with it.
yeah.
Apparently,
And
I
I don't
love this a lot.
like, and I think that's cool,
I know.
Chef, is you showing us what we can do with these.
I know.
'Cause-
Yeah. So mild curry, hot curry paste. So these are going to be more of a base to elevate a lot of your things, or you can make technically any curries out of it and just say, "Hey, I'm making a curry." But please don't. And I like to use this as an educational piece as well. Curry
Mhm.
powder is not make a curry. Just because you put a teaspoon or 5 teaspoons of that yellow curry powder in there does not make a curry. To make a curry takes a lot of love. And in the I'm from Iran, and we have a saying that the stews میگن که چی میگن باید جا بیفته which means loosely translated it has to fit in its spot, it has to like come into its place, which means you need to make it the night before usually. And that's why I
Mhm.
made these 7 curries the night before, because it really has to sit in its own cooked spices again, even though you're using these lovely things to just get that really rich undertones and all the different levels that these amazing curry pastes like have to offer, right? So
Mhm.
please don't forget that when you're using. I'm gonna get something off my screen here. Don't worry. I'm just gonna go like that. Okay. So so we also have the butter chicken and we have the spicy butter chicken. We got vindaloo and we got the bigger size of the mild curry paste. So I only open up the little guy because this is gonna go a long, long way. Okay, I'm gonna have to find a special love for this one. Jay, between Madras and Vindaloo, you're gonna have to start looking at different curry names and what you can do with them. And then there's tikka masala as well. Traditionally, they use different proteins in it, so different regions, not just India, and I'm talking about all around the world, have
Yeah.
different versions of these things with different proteins, right? Like goat, lamb, beef, chicken, seafood. So just one paste can do so much different things, right? Vindaloo is known for its spiciness
Yeah.
from the region of Goa that they use Kashmiri chilies, and it's going to be bloody spicy. So that's what Vindaloo is. While Madras has a little bit more lighter tones, but then you could use it more for like beef purposes sometimes instead of just chicken. I've used all chicken just to be on the same level playing field,
Okay.
if
Okay.
that makes sense, you know? And then, of course, we're going to show off the papadums. Have you ever had a papadum?
Yes, I have.
Love
Not that
papadum.
one though. I've never had. I
Yeah.
didn't cheat.
No, so it comes in this form, and then it becomes
So
this
what is
form.
a pop? Tell us what a papadon is.
It's kind of like a chickpea flour, kind of like paste dried up. So
Is it
technically, you know
gluten
what?
free? Is it gluten free?
Yeah. So I was sorry, lentil flour, lentil flour. So I'm gonna look at the ingredient deck right now. 2 seconds. And it's product of India, so it's authentic as hell. Where's the ingredient deck, my friend? It's probably on the master case. I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. Lentil flour and rice flour. So yeah, so totally gluten free. So yeah, so
Nice.
gluten free, and it puffs up like this. So this is just a heating element, and
What?
I'll show you. This isn't puff; it's just crispy. Are you ready for this? Crispiness of the day.
That was very crispy.
I try. So I'm gonna eat that later. So that's lentil based. I like it because the cooks can deep fry it. We used to just put it on the grill, and
Yeah.
it cooks super simply on the grill. And then because
Does
it's
it keep flat,
pliable,
or how is it? How
no.
did
So
it
so
bake?
so so so, so that's the thing. I'll actually do one live for you.
You got
But
excited. You
when
got
you,
excited.
I know I am. When you deep fry it and when you grill it or whatever you do with it, you have like 5 seconds to actually, you can actually curl it in a cone as well, which is kind of cool because then you can have a different presentation and people can use it as a scooping
Uh,
vessel. So you can actually break
uh,
them into like 4 pieces
I
ahead of
think I've
time.
had this. I think I've had.
Yeah, so
I
you can
don't think I had that, but
like you can
yeah.
do this with it and then cook this, and then while it's cooking, you can actually cone it, and then it just becomes a little cheap,
What?
uh, inexpensive tapas kind of style, right? So there's a lot of things you can do with it. Jay, I'm hungry. It's 9:30 now a.m. and I haven't had breakfast, so
It's been
I'm gonna
9
just
minutes, 25 seconds
it,
since you've eaten.
I know, eh? So I'm gonna turn these ovens off so it doesn't beep at you. See, it's beeping at you, and I'm gonna show it to you so because you know as it's cooking. So
Whoa,
remember how
whoa,
I said
whoa, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa,
know
whoa. Why do you do this?
tandoori paste. So I like to rub it with a little bit of oil and do like a tandoori cauliflower
Oh,
roast tandoori cauliflower roast. Look how sexy that looks, right?
So
And we're
what's
gonna cut into
that's
it when it.
it's crazy.
Yeah, just tandoori paste, a little bit of oil. You can add yogurt if you want as well into it. I don't, but you know. So yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it in the oven a little bit just to cook throughout. I
So,
know it's only been.
so I got a lot of questions around that.
Yes, Jay.
So full cauliflower. Did you do anything to the cauliflower? Dry it,
No, I just washed it
massage
and
it.
dried it. That's it. Washed, dried it, and then rubbed it with the tender. Now, if you do it overnight, the coloring of the tandoori paste will seep into it a little bit more than what I did. I did this morning. Cauliflower is hard to find these days, my friend. They're like $10 each.
I was gonna
Little
say
little
they're
little
not
hard to
cheap.
find. Yeah, no, they're not cheap,
They're not
but
cheap.
hey, it's handpicked. It's worth every dollar, Jay. Those poor farmers
Exactly.
have to hand pick them.
Well,
So
I gotta
pay
ask
for
you
your
on the
produce.
so how much oil did you use?
No, just a little bit because you need a
Break it up.
vessel for the heat to go into it, right? If you just put the curry
Okay.
paste on it, it just dries out. So you need like a
Mhm.
vessel for the heat to get into the thing. So a little bit of oil, curry paste. You can add yogurt if you want, but it'll blister a lot more. Yogurt
I was gonna
burns
say
in a
the
hot
yogurt
oven,
will
right?
burn, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's good. It's a good burn. So um, we're
Are
gonna
you gonna
do
cut
some.
that cauliflower? I can't wait till you cut it.
Of course I will. Of
It's
course
gonna
I
look
will.
so pretty.
What kind of hack am I if I don't cut it for you? So I'm gonna do a bunch of the curries.
Okay.
We're gonna have a little taste test, right? So we're just gonna
Yeah.
walk down the line here. I'm gonna save the butter chickens for last, so it doesn't, manipulate my taste palates because I love it so much, right? But before that, I'm just gonna have a little bit of bread if that's okay. I had a coffee. I don't want the coffee to sit on it because the
So
coffee is actually
we don't want to
gonna
mess up the
change all the
taste
flavor.
buds. We don't want to
No,
mess up
exactly.
the. We want
So
100% true rating. Good, great, or wow.
paste and the hot curry paste, right? And these all have recipes, and you know how I like. Sorry, I didn't even touch base on this. Packaging already gets
Yes.
an amazing rating from me. It's just easy. It's slim. It can sit into the back of the fridges, come out easily. These actually stack together if you really wanted, right? Save some space. So
You have to
these are
refrigerate
amazing.
after opening, chef.
You know what? I'm gonna go with you don't have to store in a
Oh,
cool, dry place. Use within 5 months of opening. No, shelf stable. So again, I
bonus.
personally I would hesitate with the butter chicken sauce to be shelf stable.
Yeah.
That's just like the sauces I wouldn't. The paste I would say
Yeah.
sure, why not? The sauces have other things in them. Even if it does say shelf stable, it's just a thing for chefs, right? Just don't. But the curry paste for sure. There's just spices and oils, right? So the beauty of these things is they all come with little recipes, and I checked every single one of them is different. So it's not like they just
What?
printed the same thing, right? So there is different recipes in it, and I know the recipes do say garlic and ginger and all that stuff, but to be true to the paste, I didn't do that. I just did hot onions, and when I say hot onions, and that's what I like to say, the traditional chefs, there you go, that's a safer word for it. Traditional chefs sweat onions, while Middle Eastern chefs, when they have to cook these things, the key flavor is actually burning the onions. You have to like take
Seriously.
it to a almost blackened. Yeah, we call it hot onions. I use shallots, hot shallots. It's almost over caramelized, but it's a fast over caramelized. It's not a hey, let's take an hour to do this. It's a
Yeah.
high heat fast caramelization, which burns the outside and still keeps the inside white in a way. And that's where the excess flavor of all these Middle Eastern flavors come from, is the hot onions. Trust me. I've tried to categorize like the
Would
bases
that?
of Middle Eastern food. It doesn't happen. It's
But
just
but
you can't have the mother sauces of Iran. It just doesn't happen. I can't figure it
but
out.
but but
So
but
anyway,
but, but just question, chef.
yes, Jay.
That is that also because Middle Eastern food is usually just really hot, really fast.
So
Like
the,
it's
the
cooked
thing is,
hot.
it's not. It started hot fast,
Yeah,
but then it
yeah.
simmers for a long time.
Oh,
You know
okay,
what I
okay.
mean? It's
Yeah,
hot,
yeah.
fast,
But
get
it's high
ready,
heat first,
spices,
right? Yeah,
high
yeah,
heat, go, spices, bring out all the flavors, put in the stock, diced tomatoes, yada,
yeah.
yada, and then
And then
simmer
let
it
it
for a long
braise.
time. That's
Simmer
why,
braise.
these things are amazing because they're done for you. And then the curry paste, you can try to replicate it yourself with that and have your hand at a deeper flavor.
Wow.
Fair? Okay,
Okay.
let's go into. So I'm gonna go into the mild and the hot curry again. I
Mild
haven't
to hot.
salted it. I don't know
So before you get
this.
started, before you have a
Yeah.
bite, we know everything's
Yes,
good, great,
Jay.
or wow.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
great,
yeah,
or
yeah.
wow. But
We go
also,
good, great,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. I want
You're
you
gonna show me
to
the bite.
tell it. What do you look for? What are you looking for right now? I always like when you tell me this.
What am I looking for? Oh,
Yeah.
honestly, the ease of cooking of it is wow already. It's an
Okay.
open and use, right? Packaging was easy. Price points are I know what these retail for, so I know food service will be actually cheaper. So I know it's already an amazing product, right? Because I've
Yeah.
seen them on the shelves already, right? So
For
saying
flavors,
that,
what are you looking for? Flavors.
yeah, flavor,
What do you do?
it's mostly the balance. And when it comes to curry powders, it's always the balance. I I hate turmeric, and I'll tell you the
Yeah.
story later after we do a bunch of these tastings. But if it's used properly, I have no issues with it. If it's used in a bad way, I just don't like it. So for me, and again, it's personal. That's my thing. But I know these will be well balanced out because they've had years to perfect their recipe. I have an expectation. So saying that, because of my expectation, I'm just going to plug something in here, Jay. We're going to make sure that it's all good.
I saw lights
You
turn on. Is it like blinking?
No. We're just
Like
gonna make sure
disco?
that
You're
my
gonna do a
battery
dance?
doesn't out. It's all good, Jay.
You're gonna start dancing?
Before we get started, I'm just gonna make sure that we don't run out of power on this cell phone that I forgot to charge. But I'll do that later. Don't worry. I'll let you know if if it's about to die. Okay, so we're gonna go into the mild. Okay, ready?
All right. First
All right.
bite.
So
Good
so
gritter.
every
Wow.
single one of these two, I actually took the curry paste and marinated the chicken overnight as well, and then added it in to the paste, to the sauce, and then let it sit overnight again. So it's just a nice like bunch of days of
Now,
events. Okay,
before you taste that,
I'm not tasting it. Mm.
I would assume you're looking for salt content too. Too salty,
So
not salty.
I can't judge that because I use canned tomatoes. So
Oh.
these curry pastes don't have salt in them, so it's not like it's going to be salty.
Really?
When I go to the pastes, the curry sauce, I'll tell you differently. The pastes won't.
Really?
So the mild is very mild. I can actually taste the authenticity of it. It's a great product, Jay. Great product.
Yeah.
It's
So you're
actually
going
really
great?
good.
Good, great, or wow?
Great. Good,
Give
great,
me good.
wow.
Great?
I'm gonna go great
You can
because I
give
have
it a
so
great.
much to eat right now. I'm gonna give you some. I know I'm gonna give you a bunch of wows. Give me a grade right now. Listen, it's
Yeah,
idiot
not a
proof.
great.
It's a mild curry sauce. So if you want to do like a curry coconut milk kind of thing, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
or like a mild curry, this is it. I'm gonna go to the hot now. I gotta keep checking my notes
Okay,
because there's
so
so many
good,
bowls.
great, or
I gotta make sure I'm grabbing the
good,
right
great,
one.
or good, great, or hot on the hot. Good,
Oh, it's
great, or
gonna be
wow.
hot. It's gonna be hot. Well, actually,
Do
I
you
don't
like
know if
hot
it's gonna be
food?
hot.
Do you like hot food? Do
No,
you like hot food?
no. Yes, only when it's Tabasco based
Okay.
and Patak based. How about that?
Good answer. Oh, thinking.
You know, it's actually not as hot. Oh, there it is.
There it
It's
is.
hot. It's hot.
Good,
Yeah.
great, or wow.
Now
Great,
it's
good,
great
great, or wow.
because it's great because it's great. Go. Great. What's
I
that
put
green one? I
great.
want the red one. Great. Oh no! Wow. Sorry,
No,
I'm up here. Wow. Go wow.
you want to wow? You want
Because
to wow it?
you know why? Because the
Good,
spice
great, or
is
wow.
actually wow. Because the spice is actually very doable. It's a very mild. I don't want to say mild spice. It's a
Mhm.
whole feel spice. It's not a I'm gonna kill your throat spice. You know what I mean? So it's
So
actually
I have a
really
question
durable.
for you. So
Of course you do. Yeah.
I gotta be careful with this one. But
I need
so
to eat some bread.
these kind of products are for restaurants that want to carry a tandoori dish on their menu, or is this going to be for a place that specializes in it?
No, everybody. Because I've
Okay.
always every restaurant, every hotel I've ever worked at,
Yeah,
either had a curry of the day, has a
yeah,
something,
yeah.
and it's just an easy way of a vegetarian dishes, b people love butter chicken, people love tikka masalas, people love madrasas,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
banquets for sure. Like it's a
Mm-hmm.
great banquet item because it holds in the hot dish really easily. Use chicken
Yeah.
thighs, so like there's so many different aspects of it. I haven't even started talking about the beautiful butter chicken pizzas that I make, but that's a different story, Jay.
Jeez.
Right? So there's so much there. It's not just curry with rice. You got to step outside your box just for 2 seconds, and you'll see a world of difference when it comes to using marinades like this, right? Like even like focaccia twisted breads and stuff. Why do we always go Italian? Why can't we go
Yeah.
Indian a little bit? Why
Yeah, I
why
know.
can't we give the Middle East a little love there, Jay?
I know.
Okay, so you know what? The spice wasn't that bad. I'm gonna go to
What are you doing next?
Jay. You know what I forgot? Give me 1 second.
What'd you forget?
I forgot to heat up my vindaloo lentil curry that I made.
Vindaloo
I made a
lentil curry.
Yeah, because vindaloo is super spicy, and clearly I forgot it because it's super spicy. So I'm just gonna heat it up again. I did it the night before, so it sits in there. The lentil, I had it cooked with a little bit of like vinegar as well, because the vindaloo is spicy, but it has notes of like vinegar in there as well. So I thought it would really like go well together. So we'll heat that up and then we'll taste that as well. So vindaloo is going to be the spiciest of them all. So we'll leave that for the end. So
Vindaloo is the spice. Vindaloo is the spice.
technically supposed to be between the madras and stuff like that. It is technically supposed to be the spicier one. Vindaloo is known to be a spicy curry. So I'm going to go with madras.
One of my favorites. One of my favorites. Okay, what's this one?
Madras.
Madras.
Madras. So
I would know it. So do you use madras like the other ones then?
Yeah, so this is again a spice paste. We're still in the paste world. We haven't gone into the sauce world yet. So madras is actually a little spicy, but it's so different from the hot curry because it has more rounded. Actually, like the tomato comes out a lot more than the hot curry. So it's a totally different. So don't think that the hot curry paste is going to be like the madras or the vindaloo. It really isn't. It's different. 11 spices. Colonel Sanders, eat your heart out. Who uses just 7 spices? 11 different spices.
He used 11. He had 11.
No, he used 7. It's like 7 spices
and
whatever.
No. Colonel went.
Go and check. Colonel Sanders. Is it 11 or is it 7? Go and check their Instagram page. They only follow 7 spices. Go and check it out.
No.
I'm gonna eat my madras. 11 spices?
I'm gonna do that Google thing.
You Google away. I'm sure it's just 7 spices. Well, whatever. What do I know? I'm just a cook. All right, madras, great.
You're gonna give it a great?
I actually really liked it. Yeah, I would. No, wow. Sorry.
You're gonna go. How do you get great and wow mixed up?
I know I do, because you know what? It is more of a rounded, spicy kind of curry for me right now. I actually really enjoyed it. I'm gonna go to tikka masala. So tikka masala is actually this sauce. So
11
this is
herbs and spices. 11 herbs.
Okay,
and spices.
They're stealing it. Colonel Sanders is stealing our slogan from Pataks. There you go. Hey, listen. Which is a slogan that I just made up, so it has nothing to do with it.
So can you? How it shows the pepper rating on the bottom though?
It does. So this is 2, compared to butter chicken that is 1. Madras was 3. Vindaloo was 3 plus.
3
you know
plus.
What I mean? Yeah. So tikka masala is 2, but this is an open and serve sauce. So very different. These were paste. I did nothing to this. I just heated it up. So let's see how our tikka masala is doing.
Now, why would you go, chef? Why would you go from a sauce to a paste as a chef?
Why? Because this is ready to use. You would just dump it and heat it up, and it's ready to rock and roll. Oh yeah, it's spicy. Yeah. Ease of time. This has a ton more like fennel, coriander, spices, like really in the front of your face, while that is more milder. But that's because I added a bunch of like tomatoes and stuff like that for my own purpose, right? This is a almost open and serve. These ones I had to cook, so it took me like it would take like an hour to do it.
So why would
is
that just chefs wanting to be creative and play around with more things they will use the paste?
Paste, price points. Oh, I'm not going to touch the price point and ease of use. Right?
Dip? I think you double dipped.
I'm eating it. So no, I was going to taste the papadum, and then you're going to give me shit. So tikka.
You double dipped.
That's okay. I wanna actually go from the tikka masala to the butter chicken. I wanna see what the difference is. So tikka masala was great. It was great. Listen, I'm gonna go wild great on these things because it's an amazing product. It's all personal.
I know, but I'm thinking from a chef in a restaurant.
Yep.
Okay, this is what do you have? Butter chicken.
Butter chicken is such a wow.
Do you want to pull up a chair? I just
love them.
Do you want to pull up a chair?
It's like I could just eat this whole bowl. You know why? It's so hard to make butter chicken good.
It is. It is. It really is.
It is because again, it's really hard to make Indian food good, curries good, because it takes so much effort and knowledge. You know, if everybody could do it, then everybody would do it, right? But no, there's a reason why these exist and they're good, right? So butter chicken is a black cardamom based tomato sauce with tons of onions and then like usually cream added.
Can you bring it up
You
so
can-
we can see it again?
This is a different one, so different color, right? To this, I usually add my own like diced tomatoes to stretch it out and some
making
cream.
it chunky? What's making it chunky?
It's all the onions and stuff in it. Yeah, it's just mainly onions. And then there's a dried herb in there called fenugreek, which is a very common herb. Also, when it's fresh, it's called menthe. Fenugreek, menthe. Fenugreek is in the dried version of it. And they use that a lot by rubbing it in their hands and it falls into the curry and just kind of breaks up. That's what that butter chicken flavor. So this is a great for me. Oh, sorry. Wow. Of course. But I always, cause again, price points and everything, I usually take this as well, add tandoori paste at the beginning, like more onions, tandoori paste, cause it's tandoori that goes into this. And I always dump a bunch of like diced tomatoes in it for myself, stretch it out, add this to fortify it, and then you get like double the recipe from this and the tandoori paste, and doing it a little yourself, and the price point's a lot better too, right? Now, the tandoori, I'm gonna take this out of the oven.
Oh. Is this the pizza?
No, I didn't make the pizza today. I just came to mind. So this is the burnt chicken that we discussed, right? See, like this. So this is straight tandoori, and so yeah. So look at the authenticity of that cook, right? Like this is what goes into the butter chickens.
I'm hungry now, Chef.
You know, don't you wish that your office was right here, Jay?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that.
So I'm gonna put that there. That's hot. I'm gonna use this as my dipping vessel because
You
hey,
didn't
delicious.
just dip that chicken.
Of course I did. I love chicken. Okay, so now
how's it taste?
the true test. Of course, it's delicious.
You know, we put a wow.
Now we're gonna go into the spicy one.
So this is a spicy
butter chicken.
Spicy butter chicken.
So there's
now, does butter chicken usually be spicy, like original?
No. So butter chicken.
Why do they call it butter chicken? You said not to ask you those questions.
Actually, no. The history of butter chicken goes back to years where so you know whenever a foreign food comes into a country, it takes years for that foreign food to get established.
Yes.
Like sushi in Vancouver took forever to get established until Tojo made the California roll, which made it presentable to us. The California roll, which is crab meat and avocado around rice, you'll never find that in Japan. It was authenticized to be a whitewashed, imported food that we would be able to eat. So when that happened to India into England, the butter chicken was again, I'm sorry if I'm getting this wrong to any historians listening, the butter chicken made it easy for us to kind of get into this world.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen what the British eat?
I know, but it's usually butter.
It's not this.
But it's always butter. So now wait a minute.
What do you want?
So you're saying that butter was not in before it went to Britain?
No, not butter. I'm saying the butter chicken. Again, if you ask him, like, I don't use butter in my butter chicken. It's not butter as in butter chicken. It's butter as in like the velvety texture of the butter. You know what I mean? It's not like there's 10 pounds of butter in here.
Opened up a whole new world to me.
Well, you know they're Aladdin.
Butter. I thought it was butter.
You know, when we used to make it in the hotel, we would add a couple of pounds of butter. I make it here without butter, and nobody knows the difference. It's fine. Again, I apologize to anybody if I'm blasting all this information that is totally wrong. And yeah, there's definitely no butter in here either.
I always wanted to know why they call it butter chicken. Is there butter in there?
Oh, there is. You know what? There is. There's unsalted butter. So it's velvety. It's cream, butter. I'm gonna shut up and eat my spicy butter chicken. How about that, Jay? It's velvety and delicious.
It's velvety and
delicious. Velveteen chicken.
This is a spicy one. Wow. We know it's gonna be a wow. Yeah.
Jay,
Is it
that's
that hot?
spicy.
Seriously, it's that
Spicy
hot.
as hell. It's spicy as hell.
Really?
What is wrong with you people? For people that love spicy, this is gonna be delicious. Me,
Yeah.
I don't like spicy. I'm gonna eat my bread.
Really?
Honestly, it has everything you had in the butter chicken, but in a nice spicy form that'll make you sweat through a 40-degree weather heat wave. Amazing. I'm gonna go back to my butter chicken here. That was normal
Yeah. Dude,
for normal
cool
people.
it off.
For
It's
normal
that now.
people,
You have to go up though. Is the next
it
one
is
going to be
actually
hot?
this was actually spicier than like the hot curry. But again,
Yeah.
it's the amount of hot curry paste I put into that curry. So I can't be just like speculating that it wasn't hot because I only put a half a teaspoon, right? So
Do you think
kind of how it is.
pierogies
But
would taste
that
good with that?
pierogies would taste delicious with it. So again,
I know.
this
There
is
you go, Marvin.
ready to use, spicy, absolutely amazing. If people love the spicy world,
How many
please by all
peppers is
means.
that one? 3?
So again, they only go up to 3, right?
Okay.
I would put like 7 on this. I would like go to like 10. Bloody spicy. Ah,
Okay, the next one's
yeah.
gonna be hotter.
Let's see.
The last
I
one's
need.
gonna
You
be
know what?
hotter for you.
Is it going to be hotter? Let's see. I'm going to get a bowl here. So this is the
Good, great,
vindaloo.
or wow. Good, great, or wow.
Wow, what are we talking
You
about?
didn't cheat. This one you
The
didn't
spicy
cheat. You
butter
didn't cheat.
chicken?
I kind of see that you
This?
didn't cheat. You didn't cheat here. I can tell.
I haven't cheated. I really haven't eaten anything. So this is the vindaloo lentil curry that I made yesterday. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, that's
So
absolutely gorgeous.
lentils.
Look at that.
I actually put some diced mushroom. I had some king mushrooms sitting around, so I put some mushrooms in it as well. So it's a vegetarian kind of style, right? Now again, Jay, this is a vindaloo paste, so it's supposed to be spicy as hell, but I only put like half a teaspoon. So if you want it
Holy
spicier,
cow!
you're just gonna have to go into like more teaspoons, right? So
That would last
if
you
it's not
forever. That jug would last you
this
forever.
this, I'm gonna use it as an exfoliating paste later and just make myself all cleansed. This is gonna last forever, my friend. So again, this can be used in other aspects as well. So
Okay.
I'm gonna enjoy the lentils here because I don't think I
So,
put that much in it to make it spicy.
yeah, well, maybe you did. Well, lentils would cool it off, right?
Well, no, not really. It's been sitting in it overnight. So
Oh,
I was correct. It is spicy, and there is that hint of the sourness to it that you wouldn't have had through the Madras one as well, right?
really?
So it's so different. They all look the
Really?
same, but it's so different. The flavor profiles are so different. So you're gonna have to just make it yourself. I would
Is that
go
a
into
good?
like a it's wow.
It's a lot.
And this is a punch in your face spice
I always saw that.
because of like the butter chicken one. This is more of a rounded feel spice, which is great. So, wow, you're having a good time here. Really good actually. But again, I'm just gonna wash my hands for 2 seconds. It's because I only added a certain amount of paste to my recipe, right? So
Mhm.
that's why it's not as spicy as this one, which is ready to eat, compared to that one that I made myself. And then you're gonna say, "Point chef," or "Hey you." That's so much information, but you know how much I love companies that send me these things because it tells you
Yeah.
everything, right? There's a lot of
Yeah.
information here. There's a lot of chutneys. So I didn't even touch base on the chutneys because curry pastes are also used for pineapple, mango chutneys, lime chutneys. They have those as well already made for you.
Really?
So sorry, that butter chicken spice is still sitting with me, man. Yeah. So cooking sauces, pastes, chutneys, pickles,
Wow.
papadum, all of this stuff, and our wonderful friendly neighborhood Shasky logo. So Pataks does have
There
a
you go.
well-ranged version of everything. So I'm gonna cook. So I'm gonna have a papadum, and again, Jay, I've been eating papadums for 10 years, so I know it's a wow factor. I love it. You hear that crunch? I'm gonna show you how to cook it really quickly, though,
So
okay?
cool
And then we're
it
gonna cut
off a
into that
little.
cauliflower.
You're gonna do?
What?
No. Hurry up! I want to see it. What's that?
My all sear.
Your what?
All sear. It's a torch,
What are
but
you
not really a
doing?
torch. See how fast that is?
Oh my god! Serious?
Yeah, it's just
No
all
way.
done. In the wise words of my daughter, all done. Oh, I dropped it. I'm gonna have to cook another one.
So I have a question for you.
Go for it. Oh,
Can
I can
when
hear
you
you.
do a torch like this, can you use any torch, or is there a specific one?
No, so this, Jay, so this is an all sear. The bottom of here is the actual torch. I
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to torch this. It'll just go up in flames. The all sear radiates heat on an even base, but it doesn't actually burst into flames. That's why
No
this
way.
is good for this is good for like broiling stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this took 5 seconds. You saw that, and
Yeah.
look how cool of a little. It looks like a crispy pita almost, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's lentil flour and rice flour, so it's gluten free and delicious, Jay. So you can use it for dipping, dipping your
It
favorite curry and
feels
eating
so
it.
much.
Jay, I tell
Wow.
you. So we're gonna go back to our cauliflower here.
An all sear. That's what you called it, an all sear.
Yeah, it's called an all sear. I found it in this little online shop called Amazon. I don't know if you've heard of it before. There's
Right.
this little boutique shop you can buy stuff from. Yeah, Amazon. Yeah,
All
try it out.
any torch.
It'll fit on a very specific torch, so you have to buy the actual specific torch as well.
Oh.
So
So you got a plate?
no,
Why
yeah,
not? I want a
I'll get a
fancy
plate for
plate.
you.
Oh, here, let me cut it.
Woo. So that cut pretty easily, right?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. How long
I feel
did?
like
How long? How long?
it was about like 40. I actually turned it down a little bit too. I feel like Hannibal here slicing into a brain. I'm not
How,
gonna
how
lie to
many?
you.
How many? How many?
That's
How
hot.
many?
It took about 40.
How
It took
long?
about 45 minutes. I started a little bit hot just to get a
10?
little thing, and then so
How
I
hot?
only
How hot?
marinate this for like 15, 20 minutes, right? About 375, 400. So you get that distinct red and then white. If I had marinated overnight, you get that red seeping in a little bit more. But it's a table pleaser. It's a nice, interesting
Yeah.
vegetarian option. You know what I mean? Tandoori
No butter,
cauliflower.
nothing, just oil.
Just a little oil, little that, and then for presentation, you can always just spoon a little butter chicken sauce on it because technically, butter
Yeah.
chicken sauce is vegetarian.
Really.
Vegetarian. So you have yourself an easy vegetarian course. So for Thanksgiving, forget the turducken. You can make a tandoori cauliflower with butter chicken sauce,
I think we're gonna
and
do that
and
over the holiday,
and then
chef.
usually for vegetarian butter chicken sauce, I don't call it vegetarian butter sauce. I just call it
Yeah.
like a fennec, um, like a black cardamom fenugreek curry.
Black
You know,
cardigan Sydney. Yeah,
black cardamom fenugreek curry, and then people don't think, oh, it's butter chicken, it's not vegetarian. It is vegetarian because we haven't added chicken in it yet, right?
yeah.
So Jay, that I actually can't believe we went through that in less than it's been 45 minutes, man. Let's be honest here. Time flies when you're having curry fun.
Well, first of all, chef, thank you so much for all that info.
How many wows did I give you guys?
It was
How
just
many
all
wows
wow.
are
Let's
here?
just go all
It's
wow.
all wow. That's all wow.
It's all
I'm gonna
wow.
go enjoy my butter chicken, the mild butter chicken, because my pansy tongue here can't take spice. I
Well, I'm
apologize.
just blown away of how good they are,
Huh.
and the knowledge that you bring in this area. I didn't know you were this smart in this area. This is crazy, dude.
I am Persian. I have eaten
Apparently,
my share of.
apparently, apparently.
Apparently, I might not have an accent anymore, but technically, I eat a lot of Middle Eastern food. So
Yeah.
don't forget, use the curry paste overnight, so that way your prep for banquets and stuff are stupid simple. Service is stupid simple because you can plan all ahead, and then just use the prepared sauces if you're out of time as well, right? So prepared sauces,
Exactly.
curry paste, papa downs, silly cheap as well, man. But really, really authentic and really cool to serve because people usually don't see that on a buffet or as a garnish for a curry, right? So
Yeah, a lot of people, and a huge love
yeah,
of curry sauces and all this. This is just
yeah,
incredible.
people can relate to curries because it's been around for too long. People still haven't related to Iranian food too
Mhm.
much. It still hasn't been a thing
Yeah,
because the tourism industry in Iran is zero. Let's be honest here.
yeah.
It's starting, but it really hasn't, and we won't get into
Mhm.
the other stuff that's happening right now.
Mhm.
Indian food has been around for long. Like Indian food and Italian, I feel is just an easy
Yeah,
easy grasp by the masses, especially
Yeah.
when there's options of non-spicy and spicy and stuff like that. That's the first thing I ever hear when it comes to Persian food. Oh, it's spicy. Like Persian food is like the least spicy thing you'll ever taste, but it's just not known, right? That's why I don't have a spicy tongue, because my
Spicy
food
fun.
isn't spicy. Like I just don't. But it is, there's different options. And then Jay, skill testing question: if you eat something spicy, how do you get rid of it?
Eat more.
Yeah, you can eat more. No, that's just silly. So usually yogurt-based or milk-based products will take away the heat. That's
Yeah.
why Raitas, yogurt-based dips, are always served with curries. So you usually have like a
Oh.
citrus Raita or a non-spicy chutney as well. Usually
Yeah.
chutneys are more sweet and sour. And then you have a Raita, which is usually citrusy yogurt-based. Because
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can't sit there and drink a glass of milk. We're not children here. We can't sit there and drink milk with our curries. So you
It's
usually
okay.
have a Raita with a curry.
A Raider with
Anyway,
See, there's more
Raita.
knowledge you're giving us. There you go.
Jay, I tried. That'll be your knowledge of 2022.
I
I
will.
look
I'm
forward
gonna.
to what 2023 shows us. I'm gonna eat some more mild curry.
All right, Chef. Well, to everyone else, we are back later on this afternoon talking restaurant marketing with Scott Moore. He's going to come on the show. We're going to talk a little bit about that this afternoon. But to everyone else, have a great rest of your day. Chef, always a pleasure. Good, lots of wows here. Chef Ryan, if you're watching, hopefully you're watching this later. Thank you again for supporting us on Influencer Fridays. And to everyone else, have a great rest of your day. And we'll tune in later and watch us over the weekend. Some cool stuff.
Jay,
Cheers, Chef.
always a pleasure. Thank you for having us here at our test kitchen.
But take care. Ciao.
Take care. Bye.